Guess who's back, y'all? It's another episode of Sheen, Keepin It Real. I'm your host, Kristen, and I'm here with Tyler Jenkins. Today we're talking about Room to Shine. How are you?
I am doing awesome. How are you today, Kristen?
I'm good. I'm good. So let's start it off. What's the realest thing you've ever done for yourself?
And okay. So
Yes.
the realest thing that I've ever done for myself was connecting with God, building a relationship with God, getting into my Bible. Like, girl, I could go down to I could go down a deep hole, but I would say that is the realest thing that I have ever done. It's like when you actually connect with the Maker, it's kind of like everything just comes together. You're able to discern better. You're able to avoid situations that you know you shouldn't be in. You're able to be confident enough to listen to yourself, because we all have those instances where you got that feeling like I shouldn't be here or I shouldn't be doing this. And if you be obedient, it will save you from a lot of trouble. So I would say that's the realest thing I've ever done. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it may sound
that sounds very deep. That's not where I thought we was gonna go.
It's
I thought,
real.
we was gonna maybe do like some I fought all these bitches or something like that, but not what I mean, not like that. But,
and that's the thing, when you really connect, you connect with yourself. Like everybody, what everybody else doing, it don't even phase you.
That's
literally true. Create your own lane.
Oh wow. So, how deep. I like that. Okay. Okay. So we were talking about different intellectual disabilities and things like that. And your foundation, Room to Shine, gives an opportunity for children to use their gifts to create art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
so how does that work?
Just to kind of connect the things together, because I feel like my son has autism, so that's kind of what made me really like dig into it. Like when you trying to figure out what is the problem, you go down this spiral like, oh, what is this? What is that? Because I've never been like, you had the special needs class back when growing up and things, but you didn't know what these kids are going through.
And that wasn't the special need that you heard of either.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like the label autism really didn't start, I want to say, till 1989. It was like in the 80s. It's new.
That's why.
New. And that's the thing that the label itself was created. But we all know we had like your grandma brother was always didn't want to fool with the family, or he just said whatever, or he was mean, and did not give a damn, or whatever the case may be. So as we're progressing in science and things of that nature, now we're able to label, we're able to put the language to express how we're feeling. And I think that's one of the most important parts, and it kind of goes back to my faith. Like, once you're able to connect with yourself, you're able to feel your feelings, or feel what it is you're going through, and able to communicate it to other people.
That's so interesting, because I will tell you, like I said, I have a son, but when he was about to be like born, I was like, should I get him vaccinated? Because is this linked to autism? Like, what is this? Because I didn't really know a lot about autism, but when I did see it, it was extreme cases. It was like,
the level 3. So like we were talking about earlier, it's different levels.
Yes.
You could go from,
because level 3 is physical and mental. No, okay.
And that's the thing too. I think a lot of people don't know about, like, autism itself is like a neurodivergent. I hate to call it disability, but a different ability. So just the way your brain operates, how you process things.
Okay.
So it, like autism, ADHD, ADD, you just intake information differently than a person who, and a lot of people think that they connected to you being slow, but it's like, no, I just process it a little differently.
Exactly.
So I think that's kind of the thing that I want to communicate with Room to Shine. Like, I want y'all to know exactly what this is. Because too, there's a lot of people who have ADHD, and that could be on the spectrum. Like, I've seen it to where a person with ADHD, you come into their home is, like, we got to think, like, if somebody is a hoarder or somebody is close to a hoarder, they probably have ADHD. Like, they get so overwhelmed, and they move from thing to thing, they don't know how to manage it. So it's different. Yeah, it's different neurodivergent disabilities, just for lack of better words right now. Mm-hmm. And then you can have a physical disability to where your mind, you process things just fine, but you may have a speech impediment. So your brain is going, you can think of the words, you can learn the words, but you physically can't communicate it, or you have a hard time communicating it. Huh. So
you learn something new every day, because I'm over here like, oh wow.
I'm trying to tell you, like, those special needs classes be having everything.
They do.
My son's class it was like, and that's the thing too. Yeah. That's a stigma that we have to talk about, because you have the things of where a lot of parents don't want to diagnose their son. A lot of black boys, autism itself is mainly boys. So that comes a difficult.
Why is that?
I don't know, actually. I think we all think men are different. Yeah. Men and women think differently out the gate, but genetically, I don't know, or they say it's not a genetic thing, but I don't know the exact answer to that. Yeah. But the statistics is leaving me right now, but majority boys are diagnosed with autism super early. Yeah. To where girls, normally they get a super late diagnosis.
We're just talking about that too.
Just talk about that. You could be an adult, and then just you growing up, you thinking that people label you as being difficult, or they're labeling you as, you know how people try to label different, black women in general. And sometimes that could be connected to you just process things differently. Yeah. And we all know, like, people with autism, they don't have a filter. That's kind of like one of the stereotypes. They don't have a filter. At all. They don't know how to read your face for you to connect that, or for you to communicate that you're being rude, or, whatever the case may be.
But isn't that a good thing? In some cases, yeah.
I think it is.
That's how you keeping it real, right? Because you're just telling it what it is, and it's just sliding on out.
Listen, and that's the thing too. People are getting too sensitive these days. I do think it's a way that you can communicate certain things and say the same thing. Right. Like, you don't just want to be plain out rude. But a lot of times in today's age, we just
do anything.
Sensitive.
Yeah. So how does this connect to art? How does autism and what you're doing connect?
So what I found out early on, because my son used to be able to talk, and he actually lost his speech. So one of the ways that they told me to kind of help gain it back was through music, through songs, so that way, you want to get in there and get interactive with him, so that way they could actually make sure that they're focusing on your lips and the movement of it.
That makes sense. So question for you, when did he lose it and did he gain it back?
Yes. Okay. So he lost it at 3. He was 3 years old. He has some words, but he's not able to fully communicate sentences. Okay. So he can't say words. He'll let you know. He'll find a way to let you know whatever it is that he's trying to communicate. Okay. And then we also use like a talk to me device for him to be able to form sentences.
How you do that?
So it's like an iPad. It's like an iPad, and you could put phrases on there, and he'll point to it. It says it for him. So it's different ways that they'll communicate. He knows some sign language.
That is so cool.
Yeah, one of the first things that he learned was sign language. And that, I think that any mom that's going through that, if they're learning sign language, that makes you feel better. Like, okay, the intellectual disability is different. There's nothing wrong with intellectual disabilities, but there is a stigma on autism where people don't want to get tested for it, or whatever the case may be. So that's how you know, okay, he can learn. He may need something else to learn it, or, because a lot of things, one of the things that I found out earlier on, if he's like moving while he's learning, he's going to pick it up quicker versus you trying to get him to sit there.
Yeah, because you can associate the movement with what you learned. That makes sense.
And literally, he could just be there squeezing on something. He could be there tapping. So I think that's the thing too. Like when we were just talking about boys being diagnosed, specifically black boys, we just think that they're hyper or whatever the case may be. But there's a way to address that and make sure that they can learn just like everybody else.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That's so interesting. So what ways did you implement art with him, and just in general for your foundation?
A lot of pictures. And then like once we use the pictures, just like with the talk to me device, it starts out with pictures. So once we connect that picture to something, then we can move it to the word. Then we can get it to where you're saying the word. We could use it in a song.
Yeah.
So it's different levels to it, and it just takes patience. It takes creating a goal and sticking to it.
Yeah.
Which that's kind of the thing that I want to promote with my foundation. Like when you're with creative arts in general, when you're able to express yourself,
right,
and you have the ability to express yourself, whether it could be through art, fashion, music, just something that's not standard, or even writing, it could be creative writing. My program generally talks about art, fashion, and film.
Yeah. So those are the mediums that they can come into to creatively express themselves.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you may have a speech impediment, but you could be a fantastic filmmaker.
Yeah.
You're able to captivate an audience through film, through images, or through, you could be super quiet or super standoffish, and you may have social anxiety.
Yeah.
But you're a great artist. You
right.
could draw, you could paint. And then you could kind of figure out ways to turn that into a business. So that's kind of like how the foundation works.
That's a skill. You take the skill that you learn from you, and then you build off of it into a business.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
So that's kind of what, the scope of it is. And then I think too, when we're talking about adolescents and just children in general, when you give them something that they are passionate about, or they're coming to find out that they're passionate about, and they actually create something and they see it from start to finish, it builds a different level of confidence in you.
It does.
So you're able to create something.
Because you're doing the follow through.
Exactly. You're able to show it to people and like, I made this. This is something tangible. You can't connect with me through my words or whatever the case may be, but you can connect with me through my art, through this movie, or whatever the case may be. So that's the whole thing. It all ties together.
I love
it all
that.
ties together. Yeah.
So how can people get informed on Room to Shine? How can we join the initiative? Give us all the deets.
Yes. So right now, go to my Instagram. Tyler is a girl name. GRL, not GIRL. Start there. My website is launching on October the 7th, so I don't know when this is coming out, but on October the 7th, you'll be able to see, if you want wardrobe styling services, you could go there for that, book a consultation. You can also see my initiatives that I'm starting, which it'll give you like a brief overview, and you'll also be able to donate to the initiative. Or if you want to work, you may want to be a teacher in my program, because it's different parts of it. But I am looking for experts in those specific fields.
Okay.
And you want to connect with children, I need y'all. So please reach out. If any type of service that you may offer, or if you just want to donate, you could also go there, which is thedressingroomsc.com. So thedressingroomsc, like South Carolina.com.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you for joining me again today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And y'all, don't forget to download that Sheen Magazine app today. It's in the Google Play Store and it's on the App Store. Check us out and download this episode too. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Sheen Keepin' It Real.
Bye.